Well, good evening. Welcome to HQ Extra. I'm Chris Buckley, and joining me on tonight's show, we have to my right Adam Leach, and to my left, HQ Racing New South Wales President Duane Cambridge. Welcome, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thanks, Bucko.
It's been a bit of an interesting night here tonight, actually. These boys were outside spewing up, getting all sweaty and stuff.
We've got video footage of you being in the toilet. Don't worry about that.
Well, I think we'll cross to that later.
All a little bit nervous here without the star of the show, Wayne Heeley, which I'm sure he's enjoying himself over in Europe somewhere. He's following the Godfather around and harassing him and sending us some great pictures of his time over there too. He's having a good time by the looks of it.
Yes. Him and many other things.
Yeah. Bit of toilet humour, obviously. Believe it
Well, I don't know about that, so we might just have a look. Oh, there he is, having a good time, a beer and a wine with the missus.
Oh, look at him.
Hey.
Look at that smile, eh? Oh,
Hey,
Hello. Who's having a good time there?
Yeah, what a big cannon you have.
Oh, hang on. I didn't know. Was that kind of Europe trip?
Jeez, look at the tan line.
I
Jesus
cannot
Christ.
unsee that, boys. I really can't.
Neither can the toilet. There's going to be lots of little toilets laying around over.
You know the job I do. That just goes above and beyond that one. I'm done.
You expect nothing less from him, to be honest.
He's quite a special man, isn't he?
Yeah.
And that's one side.
Oh, the Godfather's
you
watching too.
I can't unsee that.
You won't see that. Oh, the Godfather's
watching.
G'day, Joe. How you going?
You got away from him.
Hope you're enjoying your holiday over there, and I hope Wayne's not giving you too much grief.
Oh, and Wayne Heeley said hello.
Oh, he's on too. Hello
Hopefully-
from Italy.
Hopefully he saw what he's been on there.
He's watching
Oh, he's
now,
watching
so that's
now.
good. I hope he
There it is.
That's something we all cannot unsee, Wayne.
Yeah.
So well done, buddy, and
Yeah.
I hope you are enjoying yourself over there, mate. It's we'll do our best to carry on without you. There, our two guests here, Duane, first time on the show.
Yes, I've watched it from motel rooms normally, so it's good to actually be here and yeah.
You do a lot of travelling, I know. So
Yep.
it's it's good. It's good to have you in here, and he did actually put a job off for us, so he could be in with us tonight, and we really appreciate that. We're going to start with you tonight, Wayne. Duane, because we've got a few questions for you and a few things to talk about.
Yep.
Before we start, we all know we've been racing for a long time, the whole three of us.
Yep.
I think this is your 10th year.
10th year, yes, without missing a single race.
Well, that was my thing.
Say that
to get to that.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that, mate, I've learned that you're the only person I know in 10 years of racing who has not ever missed one race round. Not one race.
Not one race, yeah, no. Well, I flew in from overseas once, I missed qualifying,
Yep.
and I made it 10 minutes before race one, and still managed to get it out with the help of Shauno and the rest of the Type Hour crew, so, yeah.
Mate, honestly, it's a massive effort.
Yeah.
So it's we all know how hard it is to get on the track sometimes, and to be able to have consistently 10 years of racing and never to miss a round, that's an absolutely outstanding achievement. So congratulations to you, buddy.
Thanks,
It's,
mate. Had a great time.
It's very good, and you've had a great time. You've met some great people on the way as well.
Yes, I surely have, mate. Yeah, a lot of good mates, and it's a good family environment.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're going to start with a few questions for you. Your first cab off the rank tonight. So, first one is, how did you get started in HQ racing?
Okay, so I owned a Type House store at one stage there, and Gary Foreman and Michael Stevenson, they were racing with HQs, and they said it's a good idea to go buy a HQ. So I went out to a farmyard, saw one sitting in a paddock, and it was escapes my memory, but I was sitting in a paddock and it started, so I thought that'd be great, and so I took it home, and it never made it to the track because we ended up donating that car to actually Les in the end.
You did, yes. We used a lot of pencils.
Yeah, when Les unfortunately put it in the wall, I gave him that car, so I went out with Gary Foreman again, went down to Melbourne and picked up a car that was running on avgas, so we had to virtually throw away the engine and start over again, but yeah, that's how I started.
Yeah, good stuff. You're the only one that's left out of those three.
Yes, I know. They've all sort of gone in retirement, haven't they?
I have.
Yeah.
I was just talking to someone today, actually. Sean Bowen was talking to me about an engine he brought.
I know. He rang me about it.
Did he?
I'm a bit jealous, mate.
Oh, yeah?
That was a good engine, that
Not
one.
bad, I think.
The head on it, mate.
Yeah, with the stuff he can put on that, I think it'll actually be pretty good.
Yes, I think so.
Sean, if you're watching, well done, mate.
And he
Good
stole
work.
it too, Sean.
Well, not as
Think
much
of
as
me.
the other bloke who stole it, who first brought
Yeah,
it.
I know, right? Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
it's another story.
Yeah.
Next question, your favourite track?
I mean, besides the obvious, I mean,
Everyone says it, yeah.
everyone loves Bathurst, but to be honest,
You've
one
done
of
a
my
few
favourite
different-
ones was Darwin.
I was going to say, you've done a few different
Mate.
tracks, haven't you?
Yeah, that surface on Darwin is great fun. The atmosphere is, we've only raced there during the V8 Supercar event.
Yeah, nice.
But the atmosphere is great. The first year I went up without my family, second time with my family,
Yep.
and the boys loved it just as much as I did. So
You've been there too, haven't you, Leachy?
Yeah, look, I went up there a couple of years ago for Stoopy's
Stevie's 50th, yes.
Yeah, I remember
What a
that
weekend
one.
that would have
So,
been.
Yeah, that was a big event. I didn't race, but the off-track festivities were second to none.
I've seen that. I've actually seen the video.
Oh, yeah, well, we can't show that at
No, we can't
G-Ray.
show that as well on our family show.
it must
here.
be something about Stoopy, because last time I went up there, we all had our butts hanging out at Joel Heinrich too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
You've
was the
been a
year
part of that
after.
too, maybe.
that was the year
quite
after.
possible.
Another
Could-
year.
I think that was
Yes,
the year
yeah,
after.
well,
So I think it's
yeah.
just Stoopy's fault, to be honest.
No admissions here, your worship.
Yeah.
Well, I think next year there might be a bit of a contingent from New South Wales heading up there for that event, so that should be good fun, and
Yep.
you might even see HQ Extra there as well, which would be great. Okay, moving on. Who do you like to race against? Who's your favourite competitor?
Do you know, I've got lots of favourite competitors. I mean, it's nice being up the front, but I mean, not saying it because you're here. I've raced next to you so many times and had a great time, and even on the outlap, we seem to be.
We have more fun at the outlap.
The outlap,
See how close we get without touching.
That's right, and sometimes touch.
Yeah.
But you know,
Same with you, Leach. We have a lot of
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do the same thing. Come back a nose cone.
We,
yeah.
That's
we
right.
all sort of somehow seem to find each other out there. And
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, the other one I always like to is Brett Osmond. When we're back in the marshalling area afterwards, I always seem to damage my nose cone in the marshalling area because I give him a hit up the back, you know. So
just so he knows you're there, right?
yeah, that's it. And then he does the finger at me. We move on, and yeah,
That's the only
it's great,
time
mate.
anyone can get close to me.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's right. I can't get close to him any other time. So
Yeah.
Very, very good.
yeah.
Your engine, who does your engines?
Nowadays, MIA engines.
Yeah.
I've had Greg King engines, and they were magic for many, many years. And then
Yep.
he didn't want to build engines anymore, so I had to start looking around. And MIA, they're fantastic over there. They dyno my car, they look after my car, the engine build. If I've got any questions, Dave Allen also helps me. So it's a great.
Yeah, no, they're good. And a lot of guests we've had here are saying the same thing.
Yep.
He does a good job over there.
Does a real good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good guys as well.
Yeah.
The best thing what is your best thing about HQ? What do you enjoy the most about HQ racing?
Oh, you guys know how to party and have a good time. That's
Who?
the best fun. I won't talk about you.
Oh,
I
what?
meant Adam. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what the Astor on a Saturday night,
Or Thursday night and Friday night.
and Friday night.
I just like hanging out with the boys. I mean, my past, where I've been, we've always had good mateship in what I do. So it was good to actually bring it into this club too, and you guys have been more than happy to take me into your family ever since the first day I started racing, and I've had a great time.
Mate, that's what I found, the same thing, and that's what. Obviously I love the racing, I love
Yeah.
the competition and everything else, but honestly the main reason that I come back is for the guys, the mates, the girls, it's just fun, it's awesome, it's good people to hang around with, it's good fun, it's good, enjoyable, and we have the best times. And I've said it before, and there's no other class like HQ Racing out there in what we do off the track.
Yeah,
it's just,
and it's not just because we're a part of HQs. I honestly believe that that's the case. I mean, I haven't been involved in them with a lot of the other classes. However, you don't see them.
They don't.
They don't go and
I can tell you,
socialise.
mate.
They don't get out of their cars, and all of a sudden you walk under people, slap on the back. God, how good was that?
Most of them don't even want to pit together.
No, that's right, exactly.
Somebody blows something up there. There's 5 or 6 guys.
Always.
Help
Yep.
changing the
There's
gearbox and
always.
engine,
Yep.
or
Actually, one that
what
springs
do
to
you
mind with
need?
that is that 1 hour when
Yeah.
Luke Harrison did an engine. He had like 7 or 8 races there helping just before we're going out, and we're trying to get him out there.
Gordon McClay come over with his ute reverse
That's
because he
right.
had the crane on
Yeah,
it.
you
so
basically walk up there and go, geez, there's 10 blokes hanging all over this car. I don't need another person in there, but how good is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whose car it is, let's just get everyone out there.
we just want him out there and get numbers
Yeah.
and everyone to compete.
Absolutely.
That's why we all HQ Racing is the best. And
Absolutely.
Kevin Stupman's watching. You just missed me. We were just talking about you, mate.
Oof.
Your ears must have been burning. But
Yeah, I think he knew. Someone probably rang
we're
him
actually
up.
talking about your 50th up in Darwin, so it was all good.
And then the year after that, remember? Joel Heinrich racing around the track? Yeah, you know it.
We got mine next year up there, boys.
Okay, next question. Your best results so far?
Oh,
I know you've won some races.
I'm just a bridesmaid, man. Seriously, 10 years and I haven't taken out a championship. There's something definitely wrong with me. I've won my couple of races.
You're
and that's the thing.
like Chris Mull, mate.
Oh,
you
man.
come along at the wrong time.
I know. As soon as I come along, I've got the likes of John Baxter, Brett Osmond, or Greg King at the start, and now Leighton Cranwell's coming. Man, I'm just going to always be in the freaking top 4. I think. I don't know what it is.
But like me, mate, I'll do a Bradbury.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. No,
That's the only way I'm going to get there. But anyway,
yeah. Do you know what?
I've had a lot of
I'm
fun
not
doing it.
overly fussed with where I finish. I always want to finish as high as I can.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as long as I get out and I've had a great time, it's all good.
Mate, it's exactly what it's all about. So we all enjoy it. It's what we go there for the not only just, as I said, not only just the racing, the camaraderie, the friendships, and all that goes with that. And hopefully things stay that way. We have a great group of guys that we race with and we hang out with and we do all this stuff with. And I'm pretty sure it's going to continue. There's we all know there's competition coming from XLs and Pulsars and all the rest of it, but they're still not like HQs, mate.
Yeah, I don't think it's competition to us. I think it's competition to the categories and cams.
Yeah.
I think I haven't heard of one HQ guy going, geez, I can't wait to go and jump in an XL.
No.
Nothing's like the HQs.
No.
Yeah.
They drive from the front.
Yeah, that's right.
Every taxi cab from 1972.
Hello, all XL drivers watching.
Yeah, how you doing? Come and see me at the races next time. We'll say good day.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We might just do a bit of a sponsor. Thank all our sponsors that we have here at HQ Extra. There's a list of them now. So, FLB Automotive, where recruiting valuable staff is their specialty. Affordable and competitive rates for all their clients and the highest level of customer service. They're a great supporter of ours. Ready Strip as well. They've been on board since the start. Hands-on first aid. They've also been with us. That's Wayne Healey's lovely wife, Michelle. That's her business, and they've been supporting us from the start. Of course, Osborne's Transport, who not only support us here at HQ Extra, but have been a long-time supporter of HQ Racing New South Wales for many, many years. Their support is most valuable to all of us. And also to DGB Media, Daniel from Glenline TV. Without you, mate, this show does not happen, so thank you very much for all your work as well. It's you make it all look good, or as good as we can look, I guess.
Can I sound smart for a second, just because you were talking about hands-on first aid? I learnt the other day, that resuscitation Annie?
Yeah.
The face is the, remember there was that lady that died in the River Stein? She drowned, no one ever owned her.
Jane Doe?
Well, that's her face.
No
Remember
way.
they put a mask on there to try and show people so people could recognise her. No one recognised her. So they use that as a resuscitation, Annie, and everyone all around the world breathes life into this lady's face to keep her memory alive. There you go.
Bit of knowledge.
Look at me, Professor Duane.
Bit of trivia.
Sorry,
Well
no,
done.
just back to you, Duane. There was you have a couple of good sponsors to help you out, and we just want to have a bit of a mention of them as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. Obviously, Aristaville Car Wraps has been wrapping my cars for 2 years now, and hope I can continue that with them.
Yep.
But this year, I've been paying, been focusing on the Sydney Veterans Lodge.
Yeah, you noticed.
So they're a bunch of army guys that are all got together, which is very dear to me. They all support each other. What we're trying to do is they're building a lodge in Wentworthville, and they're building from the ground up to provide accommodation if anyone's sort of hurting and before they go and do something that they don't want to do. They can go there, and one of the guys in the lodge will go and spend the night with them, talk to them, don't talk to them, sit there, watch television, do whatever they want to do.
Support them.
Just support them, be there, and so they're in the middle of building that. Now these guys don't do any, they won't take any sort of government grants or anything like that. So they're fundraising all the money themselves. So on the 14th of September, they've got the 8th annual Fallen Heroes ride. That's out at Grey Gums on Putty Road. They leave McGrath's Hill that morning. They head out. So they're there raising funds. It's a car show. So I know people like Glenn Deering and Chris Mould. They've got nice cars. If you're not doing anything, drive out there. I'll be there. Come on out.
Give us some support.
Yeah, that's it. Give some support. There's prize money. There's raffles. There's plenty going on. People have been donating everything from tattoos to the Orbis Hotels, been doing nights, donated nights accommodation.
Yep.
So there's been plenty of support. But obviously the ultimate support is the money to the club, to the lodge, to help them finish off their club, their lodge.
So that's on the 14th, 0900 hours at McGrath's Hill McDonald's.
Correct. That's where they're heading out, or you can just meet them there if you don't want to worry about riding with the bikes. You can do what I'm going to do. I'm just going to head out there. I'm taking the HQ out there.
Yeah, nice.
And we'll put it on display and, awareness. That's all it is. It's all about awareness.
Also, Sean from Tyre Power also gives you some support too. Is that correct?
Always does, mate. He's always been there. Yeah. The Tyre Power crew, Nicholas, Sean, they're always there. Scott Walker, whatever I need, even if they can't help me, they'll get me tools. I'll do whatever I need to do. And they've been doing that ever since, since I saw Nicholas. He used to change my tyres.
Yeah.
It makes me feel very old in that, but he's been around for a lot of years, and hopefully get Nicholas back out again. But Sean's always been there for me. He still wheel lines my car, gives me all the advice and that sort of thing, which has been fantastic.
Sean's also been very good to me as well over the years, and I really appreciate it, all the help
He's been good to everyone, mate.
He's a great guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he'll do anything for anyone.
Sure. He really is a good guy. All right, 2 weekends ago, we HQ Extra headed down to Winton Raceway for the Winton Festival of Speed. Great weekend racing down there. There's some really good cars, some really good racing. As you'll see, there's some, not in the footage, but there were some cars there from the 1920s, 30s, right through into current day models, and there was some great racing. So we're just going to take a bit of time and have a look at some racing and some interviews from down there. So hold on, and we'll be back very soon. Welcome to Winton Raceway. HQ Extras here for the third round of the Victorian State Championship at the Winton Festival of Speed. As you can see behind me, a fantastic crowd of people here to witness this great event. Cars here from the 1920s, 30s, all the way through to current model vehicles. It's an awesome event, a massive amount of people around here. The racing is great. The weather still is a bit chilly, but very nice indeed. So, should be a good day of racing. HQs are out very soon, and be interesting to see 22 cars on the grid. The front row is Magleton and Heinrich. So apparently Magleton's got his measure this weekend. It'll be interesting to see how Bruce goes and what he can do to recover from that. So stay tuned, hang on, and we'll see what happens. We're down in the pits here with Ray Jardine. Ray, not many people come to a race meeting without a motor in their car.
Yeah, unfortunately this time we did. Built a brand new engine after blowing one up at Phillip Island. And unfortunately it was a bit of a rush to get the car together. Didn't run it until Wednesday night, and she lost all oil pressure on the dyno, so we shut her down. And Thursday night pulled the engine, came up here with an empty car, and Mac was kind enough to lend me his spare, so running around with another Andrew McLeod engine. So
nothing wrong with Andrew McLeod engines, mate.
Absolutely nothing wrong with them at all, mate. It's I'm a bit spoiled having that one in this weekend. So
mate, don't worry, you're not the first. I actually went to Bathurst with Dave in my car once, so it's not unusual to me to hear that story. You qualified 10th yesterday. You moved up one position to 9th, so things aren't so bad.
Yeah, car's going all right. A little disappointed. I'd normally be a little higher up the grid, but we've got some pretty fast guys out this weekend, and I've struggled a little for grip. So we're throwing a new set of boots on, and we'll see how we go in this race.
Yeah, that will definitely help you. But there's some great times happening at the front there, and there's some really good racing too. So it's going to be an interesting day today.
Yeah, look, Andrew Magilton, he's been the class of the field all weekend. He smashed us by over a second a lap yesterday, and his old man Mick's up there running at the pointy end as well. So those guys have unlocked something in those cars. They're doing really well. So.
I just bumped into Bruce Heinrich there in the pits, and he's gone. You know what he's like. I can't believe it. He's a second in front of him, so he's definitely doing something right, mate.
Yeah, I think it's a long time since anybody's caught Bruce, passed Bruce, and then won by 400 or 500 metres.
Especially this track.
And yeah, at Winton of all places. So no, look, credit to the guys. They've been stalwarts of the Vic Club down here. They've been racing for years, and they're doing a great job. So yeah.
Well, we'll head out of the race, we'll watch the race, and we'll see what happens, and all the best, mate, and hopefully we can move up a couple more spots.
Thanks, Bruce.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming down.
No problem at all. Down in the pits with Andrew Magilton, I think they pronounce it, is that correct?
Yes, that's
I always said Magleton, but I've been told it's Magilton. Mate, great day yesterday, pole position and a race win.
Yeah, it was really good. The car was handling really good yesterday, so I was lucky enough to get out the front and stay there. So.
It seems like I found here there's a lot of hard work's going in. Oh, I know, there's a lot of hard work goes into getting up the front, and you guys are reaping the rewards. Is it your old man you race with?
Yeah, my old man, he came 5th yesterday and qualified 3rd. So he's gone really well here last few meetings at Winton, so been getting up there finally, so it's taken a while, but got there.
Well, mate, anyone who can beat Bruce Heinrich around here is doing very good. So, mate, congratulations on that. That's a really, really good effort. 2 more races today. Obviously, starting on the front row, and the weather's good. The car, you haven't made any changes, obviously. I don't think you would have with a win like that.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to make too many changes to it. Just the normal things like cleaning the brakes and just trying not to stuff up the start like I did yesterday, and hopefully stay up the front.
Stuff to start.
Yeah, I thought I had it jammed in first, and then I got it sideways in the first corner as well. But I was lucky I kept it on the tracks.
That's right. I heard Bruce got away a bit, but you reeled him in and passed him and come away with the win. So congratulations, mate. As I said, hopefully everything goes well today. You can keep it up the front, and good luck with the rest of the weekend.
No worries. Thank you very much. Cheers.
All the best. Down the pits with Steve Banks. Steve, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Qualified yesterday in 14th and moved up a spot to 13th. A bit slippery there, I hear.
Yeah, a lot of understeer. Had a lot of trouble yesterday, so I've thrown a few things at the car today, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can move up a few more and get a bit better finish.
What was it, 22 cars out there or something, is it?
Yeah, 22 today, so good field for.
Mate, it's a great roll-up, isn't it?
Yeah, been really happy with the turnout. It's a big meeting.
It's my first time to this event, and from what I can see here already, it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a great event so far.
Big crowds too.
Yes, and the weather's held off for us.
The weather's lovely. It's good. It was a bit chilly this morning, but it's nice now.
Yes.
No. I'm myself being from Sydney, we don't get many crowds at our race meetings, so it's good to see a big crowd at a HQ event.
Yeah, no, it is great to see everyone out there. Sort of as you're coming past pit straight there, you get to see everyone, so it's good.
Yeah, we were just up there before doing some filming, mate. There's got to be 400 or 500 people standing up there on the hill there.
Yeah, definitely. I heard that there's 500 plus cars here, race cars as well as display cars and that, so it is a big turnout.
That is awesome, mate. You travelled up to Sydney last month?
Yes, yeah, no, it was a great event up there. We loved it. Definitely be coming back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great.
What do you think of Eastern, or SMP as they call it now?
Yeah, well, I actually love the tracks. A lot like Phillip Island.
Flowing and long and fast.
Yeah. Took a bit of time to get my head around it, but I was reasonably happy with the result, but could have been up a bit further, I think.
I think like everyone, mate, at a new track, it's always hard. You're never going to be up the front straight away, but
Definitely.
mate, there's a bit of competition up the front this weekend though with Jilton, they tell me, and Bruce Heinrich there.
Yeah, well, Andrew handed it to everyone yesterday, over a second a lap quicker than everyone. He was unbelievable. So
quite amazing, isn't it?
It's going to be hard to catch.
These young blokes, mate, no fear, see?
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
All right, thanks very much for your time, and hope you have a great race.
No worries, thank you.
In the pits here with John Wise. John, fantastic race, mate. Coming in third position. Well done.
Yeah, it was. I'm fairly tired now. I'm getting a bit old, but no, it was great fun. The boys were all good. Everyone gave everyone room.
Very clean.
Yeah, but geez, we were lucky. All of us didn't fall off. Somebody must have been one of the other cars.
Really?
They dropped the heap of oil right down the end of the back straight thing. Then we all hit it, and just were lucky. Guys were spearing everywhere, but yeah, managed to stay on.
No flags to tell you either, obviously.
Nothing.
Mate, you qualified in 8th yesterday. Your first race was up to 7th, and now into 3rd. That's a fantastic result for you, mate.
Yeah, I got a bit lucky with one of the passes, and probably that oil probably helped a bit too. But yeah, I got two guys like around the outside into that turn one.
Yep.
So yeah, got lucky. They give me enough room, and it pulled off.
Mate, Magilton went back a bit at the start. Were you in front of him for a while there or not?
Yeah, I was. I saw him coming, and I thought there's just no point. Just let him go because he's just.
He came from a long way back and then just went straight past everyone, and even Bruce. So he's on fire at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, I did. I saw him picking each guy off, and then when he got to me, well, just let him go.
Well, mate, you're in for in a good position for a podium this weekend. If you can keep it in that position, you'll be doing very well, and hopefully the thing hangs together and the weather stays like this, and it'll be a great final race, I think, this afternoon.
Yeah, well, it's a lap less the next one, so I'm quite happy about that.
Mate, thanks for your time on HQ Extra, mate.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, buddy. Thanks, mate. Down the pits with Bruce Heinrich. Bruce, great race, mate. Fantastic start, and you got away from him a little bit, but I know that they would have got you at the end. He reeled you in.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of oil down at turn 13 or 14 after the first couple of
Into the
laps.
back straight
So
there,
it sort of made you obviously go a bit tentative in there, because the first time I went in there I actually slipped off, so did the guys behind, but every time you went in that corner you just had to be real cautious. So
John Wise just said the same thing, mate. He said no one knew about it, and they're going off left, right and centre.
Oh yeah, it's caught me. I just went down there, broke, and we were locked up, and I thought, what's going on? And it just slid straight off. And then I saw the oil on the track as I was sliding off. So
Well, as I said, mate, you had a great start. You probably got a 50, 70 metre gap on him there at the start, but that's not enough to keep that Nagleton away, you know.
no, that car, Magilton's has got something special in it. It's very good off the corners.
On the corners, it's good.
Yeah, very good off the corners. Like it just pulls the car links off the corner.
Well, your cars aren't any slatches out of the corners either, so he's doing something very special there, isn't he?
He definitely is. We'll have to try and work out what that is.
Well, mate, congratulations. Still on the front row, so it's still a good result, and one more race to go at the end of the day. Hopefully we can maybe move that one position up. You never know. He's not real good at the starts, I've noticed.
No, he's not very good. I think he gets a bit flustered with the start, so he sort of panics about missing second gear, I think. So anyway, but we might pack it up for the day because we've done our testing, so we'll get home tonight.
Yeah, fair. Maybe get home tonight. Yeah. Well, congratulations, mate. Well done, and thanks for spending your time with HQ Extra.
No worries.
Down the pits here with Warren Truan. Warren, not where we expected to see you, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's first run for a little while, since the Nationals last year, and we thought we're caught some gremlins, but there's something still amiss. But it's frustrating, but we'll keep chipping away. We've got one more race, a few more things to do.
And I was down there filming on turn 3, and it just didn't sound very happy at all.
Now it's got a sort of a stumble when you're getting back on it, and we think it's fuel, but it's how old is it fuel, is it electrical, and you're throwing the kitchen sink at it. But been a good weekend.
Yeah.
So
keep trying, mate. Hopefully you'll get it for the last race.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Like it's by natural attrition, we went all right then because a lot of guys dropped off. So at least we're in a half decent spot. And you're right. Yeah, you're just only one little thing away from coming together. So
100%.
We'll see how we go.
You said you haven't raced since the Nationals last year. You've been doing a bit of TO2 racing. How's that going?
Yeah, I got the TO2 this year, and it's they're good.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're a handful, and but they are a good gear as well.
Package,
but we're trying to get the balance. I love the HQ. We've been doing it for so long, and got the Nationals coming up, and you want to sort of get it sorted. And I've got a love for the HQs deep down.
Mate, it's something we've all got that love. I think you don't lose it no matter what you're doing. The HQ's always got a special place there.
Around the guys with 3 speeds and 160 horsepower, that's what you got, and everyone's racing, so it's the same.
And it's great fun. So you heading over to Adelaide for the Nationals?
We've entered. I'll tell you after the last race.
Maybe sort that gremlin out, you'll definitely be there. But
Yeah. Well, we'll see how we go. Well, we've entered, and we're trying.
Yeah.
So, but we're at the bend of the TO2. Man, awesome track. Yeah.
At least you're getting some lap time there.
Hated it on the Friday. Yeah. Loved it Sunday afternoon, but she's
Mate, you're the second person who said that to me.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a very interesting place.
It'll be good in the HQs.
It'd be great in the HQs for sure, mate, for sure. Well, look, hopefully things improve for you in the last race. The car looks as awesome as usual, so that's always good to see it out there, mate. And hopefully we move up a few spots. And thanks for spending some time with HQ. On the dummy grid here with Andrew McLeod. Macca, interesting first race today. You and Wise, you had a bit of a battle there for a while, but he got you on the, I think, where was it, turn 13?
Yeah, well, we went 3 wide through 1 and 2, which is generally unheard of. Well, it's not unheard of, but you generally don't come out of it still on the track. So we were pretty lucky that happened. And he just got a better run up the hill and got me at 3. So I had to chase him down for the rest of the race. But yeah, it's not an easy track to pass on. So I couldn't quite pick him back off.
Well, I noticed it's not an easy track to pass on. It's very interesting actually, and a lot of good racing there. That last race that I've seen. Bruce Heinrichs couldn't keep up with the young Magilton. I keep getting it wrong. And he's put it on the trailer and he's gone home. He's done a Stoopman.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, he sooked it up. Didn't like it that young Andrew was a whole lot quicker than him. So he figured that, well, he's got a few Ks back to Adelaide. So bugger it, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, that's what he said to me too, mate. I'm just having a dig because we've happened to me once too. So I know how he feels, the young bloke. But no, he's doing very well. Look, one more race to go. You're starting in a good position here. And like I said, there's only going to be 2 cars in front of you, so you might be able to hang on and have a podium.
Well, Andrew's flying, so I think if he gets a good start and gets away, he might have quite a boring race, because I don't think any of us are going to get near him this weekend. But I'll certainly have a crack at Wisey, see if I can get past him for sure.
Well, yeah, mate, you know what your job is, to make sure he doesn't get away.
Yeah, that's it, mate, that's it.
Best of luck to you, buddy. Have a good one.
Thanks, Bucko.
And here comes young Jake Beckers. We're going to go 3 wide again. Settle themselves down into 2 wide, 3-1-2. Look at McDonald in the ready roast, number 87 car. He'll pick up 4th coming out of turn 2.
Well, there you have it, guys. Some fantastic racing down here at Winton for the 3rd round of the Victorian State Championship. Andrew Majilton, fantastic effort, pole position and 3 race wins, so well done to him. Andrew McLeod finished up in 2nd, and young Wood was in 3rd. So congratulations on some fantastic racing out there. It was very clean, very good to watch, and the formation at the end of it was fantastic. So I'll hand you over to Andrew McLeod for the presentation of the awards.
Okay, we'll start with Division 2. In 3rd place, Rob Patterson.
Well done. Thank you. Thanks to everyone, thanks to the club, thanks to the practicing for giving me a hand over the weekend. It's a bit rusty, but got there in the end. Thank you.
Second place, this bloke didn't have an ideal start to the weekend, but he keeps soldiering on. Brian Wood.
Thanks to the club, thanks to HSD, thanks for the engine, my brother Adam, Cal Smash repairs, unfortunately we're going to need in the next couple of weeks after putting it in the wall, so there's that, good weekend, good race for everyone.
First place in Division 2, this guy's going pretty damn quick for a Div 2 driver in the first season, I think, Jake Beckers.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. It's a great weekend. It was a great racing all through the field. I'd like to thank Dad. Got 3 cars repaired for this round. Stellar job. Ray, all your help, all the boys, community. Thank you.
Okay, on to Division 1 in 3rd place, Johnny Wise.
Just like to thank the crew, thank the committee for all the effort they put on to get us here, and also the officials as well. Well done to Andrew, like he was in a league of his own this weekend, which is nothing to do about him, and well done to Macca as well. Thank you.
Moving on to second place, Andrew Cloud. I'd like to thank Fat for all his help and Ange. We sort of swapped engines and mucked around and helped a few others with engines between the last few rounds, so they actually come and did most of the work for me. I had a bit going on the last few months. So thanks very much to those guys, otherwise we probably wouldn't have been here, so thanks Fat and Ange, really good. Andrew Magilton, unreal. Great to see Andrew up the front. He's going to be able to stop, I think. And are you going to Nationals? Yeah. Good. Good luck at the Nationals, mate. So thanks to all the drivers. Great driving all weekend. That second race was unreal. So for three of us to go 3 wide through turn 1 and all come out still in one piece, it was pretty good. So thanks again. First place, he got his first race win, I think it was yesterday, first round win today. Absolutely dominant all weekend. Andrew Magilton.
Yeah, thanks again to everyone who puts on the round, and thanks to Biddies for supporting us for a few years now. It's been good. Thanks.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Some great times and some great racing down there at Winton Raceway for the Festival of Speed. Some really good stuff down there. And first, I'd just like to apologise to Andrew and Mick Magilton for mispronouncing your name all weekend. I am very sorry. I've got it right now. So, anyway, congratulations to Andrew. That was a fantastic effort, mate. Well done. If you looked at that in that first race you've seen there, he was got a bad start and he got pushed wide on turn 4 and went back to seventh position and came through the field and past Bruce Heinrich. So unbelievable. Well done.
Good effort.
Good
Well
driving.
Rocket
Dave Amor, you're special, mate. That was
nice placement of the sign.
Very great placement of the sign there, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, mate. Well done.
Opportunist.
All right, moving along. It's all about you now, Leachy. A couple of questions for you, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, go for it.
First one is, I actually know how you got started, but anyway, how did you get started in HQ racing?
Well, I come
down,
as you know, I come down to Wakefield one weekend, see the missus going for a drive, and pulled up, parked, made myself a coffee, and first thing was said was from Chop and Stoop. He was, better turn your lights off, mate, unless you've got a good battery in me truck.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wandered through the pits, and you were the first person I sort of saw and had a chat, and the rest is sort of history.
Hang on. You told me this story before. Where did you see him? You got to say that.
Where did I see him?
Where did you meet Bucko? Where did you meet Bucko?
I was walking out of the toilet.
Here we go. Toilet brothers.
You're making it sound like a gay
hey.
Duane.
I was walking back to the pits, and you're actually with Glenn Miller.
Correct.
And Glenn Miller introduced us both, and
yep.
yeah, we had a bit of a chat, and mate, that's got to be. How long was it? 10, 9?
2013 it was, so what's that?
6, 7 years ago?
7 years ago now, yeah.
And how much fun have you had since then?
Look.
And the people you've met?
Well, the people I met, you know, Chris Mole and I started at the same time, and I procrastinated on the car that he ended up buying, so. Yeah, but, and the rest is history, but, you know, we're good mates and we've got a, you know, good friendship, and, you know, the club's just unbelievable. Like, we've got people from all the walks of life, business owners, mechanics, cleaners, whatever, cops, all that sort of thing, and we all come together for the same thing, and it's just magnificent.
Mate, you like all of us have met some great friends, and you know, I think I've got lifelong friends that I'll meet through HQ racing. So, and I'm sure it's the same Australia-wide in every state. It's the same sort of thing happens everywhere. And like I said, we're just a bit different to most classes and most categories. So,
in the nicest way, of course.
Of course. Chris Moles just give big kisses from Sweetheart. So.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was you and him in the toilet.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I know.
We won't go there.
Jesse Hepburn would be saying, "Yeah, that's my man crush." But anyway.
All right, next question. Your favourite track? And I know you've raced at Bathurst, so.
Yeah, look, you know, you can't go past the icon of Australian motorsport. You know, I've been down to Phillip Island, did that last year with the Nationals and that, and you know, just magnificent. Yeah, Bathurst is special because Bathurst is Bathurst, but looking to expand next year, go up to Darwin and do Hidden Valley and that. But yeah, mate, favourite, I'd know just to be out there competing. That's my favourite thing.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, mate, I agree with you. I haven't raced, to be honest, at that many tracks myself, and I just like to be out there racing too. So I can understand what you're saying there, mate.
Yep.
And again, another one who's going to Darwin next year. I think Darwin could be pretty big.
Yeah, well, it should be. Well, you know, I'm the big 5A next year, so yeah, I thought, well, might as well have a bit of a thing up there, a bit of a shindig. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
mate.
get the car up and have a bit of fun.
Good stuff. Next one. We've had this question before with Duane, but who do you like to race with? And we spoke a little bit about it, but other than obviously myself and Duane, who else is good competition for you?
Oh, look, you know, well, Marley left me, you know, back in the mid-pack and he's up the front, so, but anyway, you know, but look, we've had our things, our first Bathurst, he pushed me up Mountain Straight and we overtook 5 cars together, so we've got it, you know, our history there. Pulled up beside you and we've blown head gaskets beside each other and looked and gone, you know, pop and...
who's going to blow first?
Yeah, who's going to blow first, you know, leaning onto each other or a bit of a tap and waving and stuff, but look, Greg King, I had a side-by-side with him a few seasons ago and slipstreaming going over the finish line and they come to me in the pits and shook me and said that was the best racing he's had in a long time and you know, and that meant a hell of a lot coming from him. And
Absolutely.
He's
been around. He's been around the pits doing a bit of scrutiny, but not racing for a while. So maybe.
No, I'd like to see him back out there.
Yeah.
Good.
Your engines. Who does your engines, mate?
Well, Warren and Stewart at Norwest. They've been doing them for a long time. I've actually used them before, many years before I even started racing. So I believe he's doing Pilco's and a few other people's as well. So. Yeah, no, Warren and Stewart Norwest up there at Castle Hill.
Yeah, very good. Give him a plug, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. What's the best thing, in your mind, what's the best thing about HQ racing?
Oh, the camaraderie is just magnificent. You know, like yourself was saying, lifelong friendships have been formed and I consider, you know, I've got a lot of friends from over the years, but yeah, the HQ boys, you know, pretty hard to go by. Being in the cops, as you know, their camaraderie's there, but this club's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, you can't argue with that, mate.
No.
It is a lot of fun and some very, very good people involved. So, best race result? What's your best finish?
Geez, back in the early day, probably I've had a lot of 7s and that, but my best is a 6 in my old car, which now James Flett's got. So.
Oh, Dan's got your old car, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Very good.
Yeah, so.
Is he beating you in it or not?
Did I beat you in it?
No, is he beating you in it, James?
Oh, yeah.
Don't answer it. We'll get back to that one. Don't even think so.
I'm sure he'll be on here and he'll tell me where he's finished up anyway.
If not, Dave Allen will.
You're a lovely partner, Roz. She's supports you. She's behind you with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, don't go anywhere without her. And she, you know, and all the girls, you know, when we go away or we're at the track, everyone gets together. So it's just, yeah, the family thing and the partner thing, it's just magnificent. Everyone gets along and it's all good. All the kids, you know, Duane's kids, yours, you know, Lily's, everybody. It's just, yeah, we all look out for each other. We know where everyone is. Even, you know, Chris's young bloke, Thomas. So yeah, no, all good. That's the best thing.
It is good. And when you talk about kids, like my young bloke's doing a bit of go-karting at the moment, and Darren Parker's young bloke there, he's doing it as well. Ash out at Butterfly Farm, and it's just building friendships for them as well. You know, they're on Instagram talking to each other, and it's not only us. It's Thomas. And Thomas as well. He's racing out
young
as well.
Tommy.
They're actually going very well. So it's very good. So, and talking about wives, your lovely wife, Tanya. I didn't mention
lovely. Hang on, bro, slow down.
Mate, you are punching.
She's so lucky. She's got me, mate. Don't worry about that.
Wow.
Oh, there was such a lineup.
Oh Jesus! Your lovely wife, Tanya. She's a massive supporter of yours, and don't be smart. She helps you a lot, and she's a lot of. She actually is the club secretary? Treasurer. And she has been helping the club out for many, many years, and she keeps a tight ship and looks after all our finances, and she does a very, very good job of that as well. So we all need to thank our wives, they're all partners, you know. It's because without the support of those guys, we don't race. And
that's right. All of us.
All of us, 100%.
Absolutely. And I better say good day to my daughter in Queensland. Hey, Charlie, time to go to bed now.
Good on you, mate. So yeah, anyway, we'll move along a little bit. Now I've lost my page where I was at, but that's all right. WA, Barbagallo, they raced on the weekend, and round 9 of their championship. They have a lot of rounds over there, but round 9 of their championship. Some interesting results again. We had Mark Watkins seems unbelievable over there this year. I think he's done won every race so far. So
really?
It's been a massive effort from him. And
big job.
It is. Michael Howard's been following him around most races as well. So we'll just go through their qualifying results. The top 5 there. We had Mark Watkins, Michael Howlett, Brian Pangler, Darren Peat, and Robert Roloffs. Look at the times though. Watkins is actually a full second ahead of everyone else. So
wow,
he's doing a Magilton today.
That's right.
So very well done, Mark. Race 1. Again, Watkins in first, Howlett in second, Pangler in third, Darren Peat fourth, and Michael Woodbridge in fifth. Bit close in that race. They were sort of only half a second between them, so they've been
caught up a bit.
He actually slowed down a bit, I think.
He probably stopped for a coffee or something.
You see on the screen there, it's he's doing very well. So he's leading the championship by a fair bit now. I think he's going to be just about unbeatable. But
I think Adam Butler's parked his up after
where's Adam
Darwin.
Butler?
He hasn't raced since Darwin.
He's too busy partying.
He's saving it for the Nationals, I think.
He's just waiting to see us again, I think.
If he's watching us, or they're too late or early over there, mate. Yeah, I think he's parked his up down in South Australia, ready for the Nationals.
Yeah. Actually, he was there the other week, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Your son's just commented, mate.
Yeah, I know. I just
Mum can hear you.
Yeah.
So you're not so tough now, are you? Hey?
Not
so tough now.
Throwing you straight under the bus, Dad.
I didn't say anything.
No, yeah, of course not. Okay, and then to race 2 again. Watkins, Woodbridge, Darren Peat came into third. Stuart Kenny and Brian Pangler in fifth. So a little bit of a mix up in the minor placings there. And then the final race for the weekend. Watkins again, unbeatable. Woodbridge in second. Michael Howlett third. Darren Peat. Brian Pangler, Stuart Kenny, Scott Hames, Steve West, Dennis Russell, Chris Ansco, Sean Cooper, Mark Alfonsi, Robert Roloffs, Todd Faulknell, excuse me.
Nice one.
Bless you, buddy.
Lauren Marsh, unfortunately, did not start as well. So, anyway, plenty of, excuse me, 15 entries over there, so they're going very well as well. The numbers are good. As I said, Victoria, they had 22 at their last round. I checked the entries yesterday for our next round, which is in 2 weeks' time, or 2.5 weeks' time. Down at Winton, we have at the moment, I think, 6.
Wakefield, not Winton.
Wakefield.
Yeah, same way.
Stay with us, mate.
It's on my mind.
Yeah.
We don't go that far.
Well, I did last week, and it's quite a good drive. 6 down to 7 entries so far. I'm sure there's going to improve. We want to get at least 20 for that round, and
I think we will
finish off strongly for the end of the year. And then we have one more meeting at Eastern Creek.
Yep, correct.
The Nationals 1 week after after our Wakefield Park, which is going to be interesting. A bit of quick turnaround for a lot of guys. I know there's a few going over. We had only 3 a few weeks ago, but now we've got I think up to 8.
Wow, yeah.
Which is a good effort from the New South Wales boys. So
it's a good drive over there too.
It is. Yeah, I've never been to Adelaide ever.
Yeah,
so
no, it's not. It's east of Adelaide.
yeah, an hour and a half.
Yeah. So you
Well,
can get through. It's good.
HQ Extra will be there. We are going over with DGB Media to cover the event, so it's going to be a fantastic weekend, and hope to meet everyone and catch up with a lot of the guys over there for that weekend. So, but not much else to talk about tonight. We had a pretty good show though.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you need to bring up or discuss, or you like to talk about?
I'll always promote New South Wales if that's all right.
You go for it, mate.
We'll just do a quick recap of our A grade. Obviously, Brett Osborne, he's on the top of the ladder at 4:42. Chris Mole is 4:34, so he's only just behind him. For the end of the year, it's going to go all the way down the end. And Progs, David Proglio, is at 3:78. So
mate, I spoke about David Proglio.
He's a sneaky little one.
At the start of the year, I said he is the quiet achiever.
Yeah,
he's just sitting back there.
He's just keeping it tight now.
Finishing every race, staying out of trouble.
Yeah.
And if he does that, he will.
That's it.
He will be on the end of a trophy at the end of the year. So, and I
Absolutely.
hope so. Good guy, really good guy, and well deserved.
At the start of the year, mate, he fired through, man. He was quick.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
It's good to see.
He's doing very well, so good on him.
Yeah, and B division, we've got Tristan Wilds, which is good to see. He's up there at 278.
Yep.
Jason Johnston, 274.
Yeah, that's very close too, isn't it?
It's only
That
4
could
points.
go either way.
Yeah. Cameron Stewart at 190. And very close is Tegan Hogan. Tennille Hogan.
Tennille.
Well done.
At 176.
That's very good.
There's only 14
Hope
points
you're
in there.
watching, Tennille.
Yeah.
Well done.
A couple of good finishes, and you will be right there and up on the stage getting a trophy of the year. I know you're going to love
That's
that.
Yeah, now a couple of things have been happening in the background. Enduro for next year looks like it's going to happen again. So, where we've got to decide that as a committee where we're going to have it.
Yep.
I've also been in talks. People keep asking me what's happening with Bathurst. Unfortunately, guys, I don't see us being on Bathurst in 2020. There's a lot of things going on in the background with promoters and that won't see the HQs on there that I can see at the moment. Speaking to a couple of people. So what I've tried to do is go in through another door, go to the Bathurst Light Car Club. I spoke to Michael Tuckey there. In January he's going to give me some dates, and we might just do a social event there where we can do a hill climb, so you can go through the S's or Mountain Straight and that sort of thing, and we can join their club, and whoever wants to go up there can go up and have a bit of a race around the mountain and have a bit of fun on the mountain. Nothing like coming down the mountain. So anything's better than nothing, I think. So I'll keep updated with that. So I think that could be something we're going to do. End of year we're going to do a family car rally. That's the idea, as long as I can get time. Just a bit of a social thing away from the track, get the families involved.
Yeah, very good.
And obviously the delegates meeting in 2020 has all been set in. So HQRA is for all states. If you've got anything you want your state delegates to speak to them, start getting submissions in, because we have to have them into HQRA early this year. So get your submissions into your state so they can discuss them to find out what they want to put towards HQRA, and then we can all discuss them, which is great.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's it.
You got a bit more down there. What's on the bottom there, mate?
Oh, yes. we were
Stitch
discussing
up people. Yeah, thanks very much for that.
Stitch up, literally. We were just discussing before the show started about pants. So Bucko's got these pants, got like these little wavy things in them. But Adam, can you show us your pants and explain why? Can you stand up? Just everyone wants to have a look. So we've got zippers on the knees.
Zippers on the knees.
Well, we can
Daniel, the
just
producer,
see.
said, is that for easy access? But I'm not sure.
Well, it's a family show. I can't discuss it.
The old zipper man.
Anything here? This is nothing you want to
No, I've already discussed that one. That's all good.
Yeah, very good. All right, guys. Well, awesome. Our numbers tonight are higher than we've ever had before. So, Holiday Heeley, you better watch your back, mate. We're coming for you.
Sorry, can you just explain to me how many did we get? What was our highest?
62, mate.
62 was the highest. What was the highest you had before?
57.
Before Adam and I turned up?
57.
Oh, geez.
There you go, mate. Yeah, couple of good-looking roosters, mate.
Can't complain, mate. Can't complain.
No, guys, honestly, I really appreciate you coming on tonight, because there's no way I could do this without some help, and it's been a pleasure to have you both here, and I'm sure we'll be back again. We have a simulator which is just about done, so we'll definitely get you back to get your times on that, and there's going to be a leaderboard, and hopefully, I'm sure you'll both go all right. So
a bit of top. There we go.
A bit of fun.
Yeah. So you did well, mate. You, from being sick in the toilet to finishing off and polished up just nicely, mate.
We actually have footage of that.
We got footage.
We
got video footage.
Duane got footage of it. Mariah Buckley.
Yeah, mate. Look,
yellow M&Ms.
I love coming and doing this, right? I've got to tell you,
you were stressed.
I've been shitting myself for
your
3
face
days.
was red.
He was sweating bullets, people. He was sweating bullets.
Anyway, we got through it. We did it. We finished it.
Mate,
it's been great fun. We've got some really good numbers, and it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. And thank you all. Thank you guys for joining us. And as we say, remember, if it ain't pinging, keep it singing.
Well done, man.